Hi, I am your exam guide, and I will be taking you on preparatory session. In today's session, I will carefully walk you through the OSCE examiner's checklist for family planning counseling. Perhaps you're asking yourself, how exactly will I be assessed? By the end of this lesson, you will understand exactly what examiners are looking for and how to succeed. The first thing your examiner wants to assess is whether you can introduce yourself professionally. Remember, first impressions matter because they help your client feel comfortable and build trust. A warm greeting and respectful introduction help your client feel relaxed, respected, and willing to communicate openly with you. So when it is your turn, put up that warm facial expression. The next thing your examiner wants to see is whether you obtain your client's permission before counseling begins. Never assume that the client is ready. Always ask politely. When you meet your client, greet respectfully and introduce yourself. You can say, "Good morning, Ma. My name is Favor Adaize. I am a community health student. How are you today?" After obtaining consent, your examiner wants to see whether you will assess your client's replanning method. This helps you recommend a method that is suitable for the client's needs. For example, you can ask, "Are you planning to have another baby soon? Or would you prefer to delay or stop having more children?" Your examiner will also expect you to assess whether the client is currently breastfeeding because this will influence the choice of a suitable family planning method. Ask, "Are you currently breastfeeding your baby?" The next thing your examiner wants to assess is whether you can explain family planning in a way your client can easily understand. You must avoid using complicated medical terms. You can say, family planning is the ability of individuals or couples to decide to have children, when to have children, how many children to have, and how far apart they want their children to be, using safe and effective methods. Your examiner will also assess whether you can clearly explain the benefits of family planning. Your explanation should be simple, accurate, and easy for your client to understand. The examiner will also assess whether you can discuss the available family planning methods in a clear, balanced, and unbiased manner. Remember, your role is to provide accurate information and help the client make an informed choice. There are several family planning methods available. These include natural methods, barrier methods such as condoms, etc., hormonal methods such as pills and injectables, intrauterine devices, implants, and emergency contraception, so you are expected to discuss each one. Your examiner will also assess whether you will encourage your client to ask questions and involve them in choosing the most suitable family planning method.
Your examiner will also assess whether you can correct common myths and explain effects of family planning methods. Finally, your examiner will assess whether you summarize the counseling session and offer appropriate follow-up or referral. For example, you have discussed the available planning methods, their benefits, and possible side effects. Based on your choice, we can proceed with your preferred to decide or have any concerns later. Please feel free to the health facility for further counseling and follow-up.
This is Onyeka's Way, giving your very best every day.